Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Gaming Gryphon. This is our FTB Blockception series, and, well, we're back in. I'm officially designating this area as the spawning caves. Mostly because, I mean, once upon a time, this was my mining. I mean, you can see from the resources, this is where I had turtles running. But, if you remember the Ghast Apocalypse, I've done a little bit of work since then, and I'll show you what I've done, but I think each of these areas is, well, eventually, please bear with the ugly, and I do mean fugly. But I think eventually each of these areas is going to be a spawning area, and oh man, I have been in the nether. I have been in the nether like you would not believe. But I've also been working, and this is still going to be the ghast area. Sorry, I have to fight against the current. Okay, here we go. So I'll just go right over here so you can see. No! This, very, very standard water transportation. I mean, it's just goes up, I think is it 7 or 8 blocks? I can't remember. Drop down one, so it'll go another. Drop down one, so it'll go to the edge there. I changed it up so that there's iron bars, and eventually that's where the spawner is going to go back, but we have a few things to do before then. Well, actually, we have a lot to do, and normally I would have said, you know, yeah, fine, this is boring, but I've got some interesting stuff to do here, so I figure I will bring you back to what I hope is not the apocalypse come upon us. So, oh, I should probably explain. These are obsidian transport pipes. Now, what's very special about obsidian transport pipes is they will suck up whatever is around them. So, as you've probably figured out, the water will transport ghast, TNT, and tears, and whatever else they drop, straight to these lovely little pipes, which will suck all of that awesome stuff up. And, oh, now this is, actually, I'm going to need iron transport, aren't I? Because I don't want them, yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of iron transport pipes. I'm gonna throw them in. Oh, that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, isn't it? I had not thought about that when I put that in, but I should be able to deal with that reasonably easily. Oops, that's not what I wanted to. And this end one doesn't need. Okay. So, yes, we want it to go that way. In, ouch. In. I think that will work. It's clear as the direction it will flow. Now we want it to flow up here. So, yep, okay. I think that will work. Oh, and if you don't remember what I'm using to do this, this is just a standard crescent hammer. These things are awesome. I love one of the best tools I ever made. So if this works the way it's supposed to, zonk, the water will transport it down. The transport pipe sucks it up. It will go over this way, slowly. Speed is not what this thing is about, I'm not gonna lie. That one seems, now if it comes this way, and please just go up. And voila. So that should work. I had tried a couple of different patterns, but you can power these actually, like you can put an engine on these. Yep, okay. But it turned out just having everything get water transported down was the best. Instead of having obsidian pipes in various patterns and trying to get them powered, it was a mess and not worth the aggravation. So I simplified and went to a water transport system. So I will close, and that's this hatch is the access to the maintenance. So, oh, there's Frozen. Now I would have said, are they not here yet? Oh, yeah, okay, they're not there. My bad. I was like, son of a... Greetings. Say hi to YouTube. So there's one of the torches. And Frozen Fire says hi. And the other one will be up soon enough. Okay. Close enough. Okay. So, that deals with... Oh, there's the other torch. Now we get to the really interesting... That was actually, believe it or not, that's the basic stuff. We're getting into the very interesting stuff now. So, we'll come back up here. And first off, well, okay, now we have to actually set up the spawner, right? I mean, we've got the collection. I think that I should be able to put the turrets down here. They, I believe, can shoot through iron bars, but ghasts can't get them through iron bars, I don't think. That is the one experimental part of this, really. If not, there's another option I can use. It's just, you know, I already made the turrets, and I like them, and let's be honest, they're just cool. But, baby steps, because we have other things to do. First up on our list is, we are going to be using wireless redstone. And that's something I've not gotten into at all. But I think the first thing I really want to make is a private sniffer. Now, wireless redstone uses signals, and you decide a signal on a certain frequency, and that will decide, you know, okay, what am I activating that's on this frequency? Anything attached to that frequency will turn on. Now, that presents some dangers because everybody on the server, unless you do a few things, can use that frequency. So somebody could accidentally use the same frequency, and my gas spawner could just go to town, and, you know, maybe I don't have my turret set up for whatever reason, or my turrets get knocked down, or just something happens. I could have a zillion ghasts and just lag the crap out of my area. So, to avoid that, we're first going to make a private sniffer. Now, since I've been in the nether, I have some blaze rods to burn. No problem there. I need 3 of these, which, oh, vey, okay. I need some redstone, no problem. This is where I store the stuff. Okay. So I need at least 3 of these things. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next up, I need 2 of these. Well, that's not that at all. Oh, crap, no. Sheesh. Unfortunately, I picked up some glowstone too, so no big deal there. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Sweet. Stone bowl. Blaze transceiver. I need 3 of those. 2 of these. And a button. Yoink. And now, da-da-da-da! With a little bit of crafting, we have a private sniffer. Now, this should essentially tell all of these signals are... These are the public signals. And these... Okay, it looks like there's only one that's really in use. And that's public 98. No idea who has it, but... Okay, these are shared. Alright. I think I'm going to go up into... You know what? 3,000 to 4,000. I will claim... 301 and 302. Now, I should be 3001 and 3002. If I understand this correctly, I should be the only one who can use those 2 signals. So if somebody else tries to use them, it shouldn't activate, like it shouldn't work and shouldn't do, you know, anything to my area. So, if if I did that correctly. We're assuming a lot there. And somebody could use a wireless sniffer to find out, you know, or they could make their own private sniffer. Not a big deal. It's fairly easy. I mean, yeah, it's not real painful to get a sniffer going and find out. If you're doing wireless, you should have one of these anyway. So, now that we've got a couple of... Yep, there we go. A wireless map. I'm not quite sure what that does. I'll have to look that up later. Okay. Now we need a wireless receiver and a wireless transmitter. So let's start over here. Let's start with we'll start with the receiver. Well, okay, I'm only going to need I only need one bowl. So I'll just go ahead and make that cuz I know I need it. Yoink. What else do I need? Fortunately, I've got some obsidian farmed up. I've got a couple of stone wafers. Yeah, I've got 6 stone wafers. I forget what I was doing, but... Fortunately, and all you do to make those, if you didn't see, was you just cook stone. Not a big deal there. So, what else do I need? Oh, of course I need... one... You know, I'm probably going to need 2 of these. Okay. What else? I missed something there, didn't I? Oh, okay. I'm not going to use that just yet. Now I have a receiver dish. Can I make one of these? Okay. Now I have a wireless receiver. I need a transmitter. Which means I need one of those. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, okay. That makes this. Oh, good. I still have one of these, so I should be able to make yoink. Okay. So, wireless transceiver. Okay. And stone wire. 1, 2. Phew! I almost ran out. That would have sucked. So, okay, now I have a transmitter, and I have a receiver. Okay, now here's where the fun starts. I think I'm going to put my transmitter in here with my in my little protected area, and you know, now that I've actually decided what this area is going to be, this is going to get such a major facelift down the road, but for now, please accept the ugly. I know it's not great, but advanced. Oh, TTH must be using some stuff. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3001. And that will be Gryphon Ghast. Set name. Okay. Simple. Okay. So if that's correct, value, I'm not quite sure what that means. That's interesting. What's the importance of an apiarist's chest? Lets you store lots of beads. And you all should be able to answer that. Okay, I've got plenty of jetpacks, so I should be ready to rock and roll here. Oh. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm okay. Woo! A little bit of lag there. Alright, so let's say that our spawner is going to go on this block. Oh, crap. Zoink. Yoo-hoo! You know what? Let's just make an easy area to work. Yeah, okay, there we go. And we will chunk, 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 chunk. Chunk, 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 chunk. Okay, there we go. Oh my, this is dark. That's unpleasant. We don't want anything up here, so torches, torches everywhere. Okay. So, if this right here gets our receiver. If this thing is receiving a signal, it should power this block, if I'm doing this right. Gryphon Ghast. Okay. So then, if I'm doing this right, and this is all shooting from the hip here, I should be able to... Oh, for the love of... There we go. Zonk. Nope. 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 Ah, screw it. Okay. Zonk. So I think, if I'm right, this block should have a redstone signal, if it works like a torch. I don't know if it does. That could be interesting fun times. I could be wrong. We are learning on the go here. I've never messed with wireless before, so we could be having happy fun, you know, dying times very shortly. Which brings home the point. I should probably drop a few of my more valuable items into a chest. Just for posterity's sake, because you know what? I don't feel like losing everything if the Ghasts decide that they need an encore. That's just, you know, not fun good times. And just dump this in here for now. Bah, I say. Okay. I might need that. I can replace it if I have to. Sorry, I know this sucks. Just, you know, trying not to die. The usual. Okay. So, this should be transmitting at, you know, 3001, which is a frequency I own, so nobody else should be able to use it. I wonder how I turn it off. Simple. I mean, is it on? What's the value button? I'm confused slightly by this. It could end so badly for me. Oh well. Alright, so now... Oh, I bet you I put it in here. Okay. So, if this works... This is gonna be so bad. Okay. Anything else I need to do before I go die horribly? Nope. Okay. You know what? No. I am going to... Phase shift spectrum... False? I don't know. Oh, that's weird. Let's just set this thing transmitting at another frequency. I'll have to figure out how to, like, turn it on and off. There's got to be a toggle somewhere. But if I'm right, that should no longer be holding any sort of redstone charge. I'm not even sure the wireless transmitter will function like a redstone torch. I have no idea if that's actually how it works. So, I could be being very, very paranoid. And in the event that I am, I just realized I was going to be doing something stupid. Later. See you, Frozen. Alright, so. At least he won't be there if I actually manage to kill myself horribly. You know what? We are going to take an emergency switch. Zonk. In the event of an emergency, pull the lever. Still got a good amount of juice on the jetpack, so I should hopefully be okay. So, emergency switch. Active. Okay. So, in the event of an emergency, if this thing starts spawning, no spawning? No spawning. Okay. We have avoided the gas apocalypse. Now we just have to actually get this thing working, you know. So, if it's working correctly, I should be able to bump this up to 3001. And it is unfortunately not working. Okay, is the lever interfering? Is the emergency switch actually screwing us over here? Let us plink plink. I'm going to do a quick charge on my jetpack. Just take the juice that's in there. Just gives me a little bit of a safety net, you know? Okay, there we go. And we will go remove the emergency switch. Nothing about this will end well for me. Because I hate myself. I don't know why. I just do. Because this shit isn't dangerous, obviously. Please don't kill me. Okay. Still no ghasts. Okay. Well, I haven't died horribly. I'm calling that a success. And if I'm doing something wrong, it's probably something very, very obvious. Okay. I'm like 90% sure I saved it for 3001. But we still have no ghasts spawning. That's kind of interesting. I had actually kind of hoped it would be spawning. Okay. Plan B time. Maybe it does not work like a torch. And if it doesn't, well, first off, oh geez, quit that. We are going to remove the spawner. Thank you. Yoink. Okay. We're going to go zonk. Oh. Okay, so we've got the transmitter. So now we are going to do something a little bit different. And I'm sorry if you folks can't see. I know where to really put tons of torches down, so let me see if I can get a few more going for you here. Apologies, apologies. I know it's dark. Okay. So there are two basic options here. Let's just plunk. There. Okay. Alright. So either these spawners, I mean, it's a tier 5 gas spawner. I know this thing works. It almost killed me before. I know this monstrosity works. It was on the ground. So I wonder if that's one of its conditions. Because it has to be... Wait, didn't I grab that? Of course I didn't. Okay. Let's... Now the real question then is, how do I get it and still have the transmitter attached? I refuse to believe there's not a way. The question is there a way without getting it, you know, boom? Alright, unfortunately I need some cobblestone. Let me just zip right up here. Okay, let me grab a stack of cobblestone. Go right back down. Unfortunately, I can't zip down as fast as I can up, but the ladder is just one of those. I believe in keeping yourself a vanilla way to get in. So, if that's the case, let me do a little bit of a... Here we go. One more up. And then one over here. Okay. So let's say this is the spawner. This is the receiver. Advanced. Oh, that's weird. 3001. Set. Oh, okay. So I finally figured out. You could just set it straight to Gryphon Ghast. Set name. Simple. Okay. This thing should be looking for something coming at 3001. And it is sitting directly on the gas spawner. So, nothing about this is going to end well for me, but I don't think we're transmitting. Wait, the spawner looks like it still wants to do something, so let's see what happens here. Da-da-da. Yep, get up there. So let's give it a signal. Oh, it should be receiving one. Okay, we've officially got some sort of a bug. And I'm going to figure out what it is, and I will let you folks know when I do. I'll show you what's gone wrong. So, be right back. Okay, folks, I think I figured it out, and I'm sure there were some people who were just, like, screaming at the screen right now, so... Oh, it's not the way I wanted to go. Screw it. So, I will give you an example of how it works. Oh, not what I meant to place. No ghasts in here, thank you. I wonder if it'll work on a torch. That's an interesting question. It should, theoretically. Alright, so... You see this red line? It has to be turned on. That's how you turn it on. And here, I'll show you. When this is set to ghast, you see how its light is turned on? It doesn't look like it does anything to a torch. No big deal there. It should hopefully still activate our spawner. Hopefully. It should be a redstone signal. So if it goes directly into the soul cage, I am hoping it will actually function. So, we're going to turn it off. We are going to gather all of our lovely supplies. Yoink. And we're going to try this. Got plenty of power. One more time. Please work. Please. Please work. Okay. So, okay, there we go. Oh, now this is going to be a little bit interesting. How do I want to work this? Because I want to protect this receiver. I'm going to guess that this will do the trick. And this is purely guessing. Okay. So, we're setting it for Gryphon Ghast. We're going to GTFO. We're going to plug the hole. Oops. Nothing is spawning, so good times. Good times. Please don't murder me. I so don't want to die. Okay. So, we are going to go back up here. We're going to pull the lever. I do not hear any terrible, terrible sounds, so something's gone wrong. That's unfortunate. Alright. I have one more effort to try here. Boy, these things are complicated. Wireless always is, even when you're networking. Wireless is always such a pain in the ass to set up. It's never flipping happy, I swear. Of course, it's like never secure either, so what do you know? That's unfortunate. Alright, so, yoink. Let me... Oh, I bet you I left that on. Oh, I did. I so almost murdered myself. Alright, alright. Gonna go. Yoink. I had a feeling I was going to do it to myself. I can't believe I caught myself. That could have been terrible. Turn off. Okay. No transmitting signal. Okay. Okay. Let me put down floor. Okay. So. Grab this here. Okay. Come here, you. And now we are going to actually put it directly on the spawner. I think that's directly on the spawner. Okay, yeah. Okay, so if I'm right, that should be set and receiving. I can't see it because of the stupid spinning ghast of it wants to murder me doom, but oh well. Let's see here. And I swear to God, if this doesn't work, I might just be giving up on this wireless crap. For the love of... There, okay. And in which case, I'll just rig a normal, you know, some wire and some redstone and all that jazz. I was just trying to get fancy with it, so... I swear to God. You should be working! Okay. I'm going to cut, and I'm only going to come back when there are ghasts spawning. I refuse. I'll explain how I do it, but I will be back when there are babies screaming.
Come over.
Okay, I'm back. You should see a ghast in a minute, but oh my, I'm sure there were some of you that were just raging so hard at the screen, and I am so sorry about that. It was not the wireless that I was misunderstanding. That seems to be very solid. What I was forgetting is I had it backwards in my brain. I was thinking when you gave it a redstone signal, you turned it on. It's actually the opposite for a spawner, and I just dug my way a cave just so I could easily show you guys. Yeah, you can hear. Yeah, spawner just... Well, let me see if I can show you a little bit better. I protected this, but I just did a reversal here. It's giving a signal, but it's actually disabling this torch, which is powering it. So if we go and turn the signal off, which is in my brain I was thinking turning off the spawner and turning on the spawner, which means I just had to reverse the redstone, essentially. I'm sure there were some people like, why are you so stupid? I had forgotten. Yeah, and you'll see how this is enabled now. It just reversed the redstone here, which you do by putting a torch on the other side of the signal. Not hard, very basic redstone. Should be able to do that and still functional, I believe. I hope I didn't just disable it. It shouldn't have just disabled it, so it should be fine. The bonus is this also protects the transmitter. It leaves a little bit of redstone hanging out, but unless you're standing right there, the ghasts have no real reason to attack it. So, I'm sure there were some people who were just raging. I'm sorry. So, wireless. Everything I did worked like a charm. The thing to remember, a redstone signal disables tier 5 spawners. And only tier 5, by the way. Redstone only affects a tier 5 spawner, not any of the other tiers. If you leave it running without any redstone signal, it will just keep spawning. So let's turn it back on here. And flick. So we should get a spawn relatively soon. It takes it a second. Yep, but there we go. So there we go. I'm sorry, for whatever reason in my brain, I thought, I don't know why I thought that. It makes absolutely no sense, but for the sake of my sanity, I just reversed it so that it's turning the spawner on and turning the spawner off. Very basic. I will just plug this up because I shouldn't need to tinker with that redstone anymore. Don't ask me. So, success. I'm very happy with my FTB ghast spawner here. 2 sentry turrets seem to take these things down like a boss. Little bit of redstone over there just to reverse it for user-friendly design. And they spawn with no real problems. I mean, yeah, I've got, just from tinkering, I've gotten 27 ghast here and 57 gunpowder. I think the redstone, I probably just dropped that when I was doing my tinkering. Same with the torches. So, I am happy with my ghast spawner. This works just fine. So, there you go. Sorry you folks had to see a little bit of derping, but hopefully it'll help you in the end. Suck it. And the iron bars, the fact that these guys can shoot through them and ghasts can't, just boss. So, that will be it. Thank you, and hope it helped. This is the Gaming Gryphon, Ghast, signing off.